Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. I first want to start off by saying rest in peace to the legend and the queen of rock and roll, Tina Turner. Tina passed away at the age of 83 years old after dealing with several health complications over the years. Back in 2016, she was diagnosed with intestinal cancer and she did end up having a kidney transplant, but she still dealt with kidney issues and she also had a stroke at one point as well. So there were a lot of complications that she dealt with leading up to her passing. But back in 2021, she did do a whole documentary that was meant to be a final farewell to her fans. So Tina was definitely preparing for her passing for some time now, but she didn't want to leave the earth without at least leaving some final words for her longtime fans. And I thought that was pretty cool. But Tina has made a tremendous impact on music. I mean, she has inspired a lot of our faves today. And she has really laid the blueprint down when it comes to performing. I mean, she is truly an icon and a legend. And of course, we all know about her tragic story from watching the movie What's Love Got to Do with It. But she was so much more than a DV survivor. I mean, she was one of the founding mothers of rock and roll music. And even when she hit rock bottom in her career, she was able to have a big comeback in the 80s with her hit song, What's Love Got to Do with It? And this cemented her legendary status. So luckily, her story did not end in tragedy. She had a triumphant finish and she inspired so many entertainers. In fact, several of them came out and sent their condolences. Mariah Carey said, "The words legendary, iconic, diva, and superstar are often overused, and yet Tina Turner embodies them all and so many more. An incredible performer, musician, and trailblazer. To me, she will always be a survivor and an inspiration to women everywhere. Her music will continue to inspire generations to come. Rest in peace, Queen." Sierra said, "Heaven has gained an angel. Rest in paradise, Tina Turner. Thank you for the inspiration you gave us all." Chloe Bailey said, "RIP Tina Turner, my heart is broken. You have inspired me so much." Christina Milian said, "This one really breaks my heart. Rest in peace, Tina Turner. I'm heartbroken for the loss of this queen. Such a legend and an inspiration for me growing up. I remember my mom introduced me to her music as a child and we would dance around the house while cleaning. She brought so much energy to the stage, her voice. I'm sad, y'all. My condolences to her family. I know people around the world are feeling the same way that I'm feeling right now. Thank you so much for your time and impact, Tina Turner. You shook the world. Today, I blare your music loud and ode to you. Just to hear you once more. RIP Tina Turner." Nicki Minaj said, "OMG, I just saw Tina Turner pass, legend and icon that doesn't even scratch the surface. May she rest in perfect peace and may her legacy of brilliance and resilience live on forever. Hashtag simply the best." JT from the City Girl said, "I'm not gonna lie, Tina Turner passing touches my heart. Ever since her biopic, I felt I knew her. Such a strong woman with a story that taught and inspired so many." Usher said, "The queen and a pioneer of rock and roll, Anna Mae Bullock, most notably known as Tina Turner. I'll never forget when I met you and how you made me feel. You once said in an interview, my legacy is that I stayed the course from the beginning to the end because I believe in something inside of me. You have left such an impactful legacy on this earth and your very motivation to be the greatest inspires me to this day. Love you eternally. Rest peacefully." Beyonce also wrote a tribute to Tina on her website, and if you don't know, Tina was one of Beyonce's biggest inspirations. She said, "My beloved queen, I love you endlessly. I'm so grateful for your inspiration and all the ways you have paved the way. You are strength and resilience. You are the epitome of power and passion. We are all so fortunate to have witnessed your kindness and beautiful spirit that will forever remain. Thank you for all you have done." Angela Basset, who actually played Tina Turner in her biopic, What's Love Got to Do with It, wrote a very touching message. And she said, "How do we say farewell to a woman who owned her pain and trauma and used it as means to help change the world? Through her courage in telling her story, her commitment to stay the course in her life, no matter the sacrifice, and her determination to carve out a space in rock and roll for herself and for others who look like her, Tina Turner showed others who lived in fear what a beautiful future filled with love, compassion, and freedom should look like. Her final words to me, for me, were, "You never mimicked me. Instead, you reached deep into your soul and found your inner Tina and showed her to the world. I shall hold these words close to my heart for the rest of my days. I am honored to have known Tina Turner. I am humbled to have helped show her to the world. So on today, we will mourn the loss of this iconic voice and presence. She gave us more than we could ever have asked. She gave us her whole self, and Tina Turner is the gift that will always be simply the best. Angels sing thee thy rest, Queen." So those were just some of the many tributes that people gave to Tina Turner. Tina will be greatly, greatly missed. She is an icon, she is a legend, and she definitely is one of the blueprints. Now, moving on, I want to talk about this back and forth, I guess we could call chatter between Nicki Minaj and Young Miami, because they had a lot of people talking on Twitter and they were trending, especially Nicki. Now, Nicki was trending because people felt like she was coming for Young Miami. Now, what happened? Well, Young Miami was promoting her interview with Summer Walker, and she said, "When I tell you me and Summer got into some things, LOL, literally one of my favorite episodes so far. Carisha Please is back tomorrow, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on Revolt." Now, if you don't know, Nicki was the one who popularized the phrase "get into some things" on her Queen radio show. I don't know if she coined it or came up with it, but she definitely made it popular. So anytime somebody says we're going to get into some things, you kind of immediately think of Nicki Minaj. And Nicki herself noticed the fact that Young Miami used her phrase, and she said, "Hits Diddy to advise him that a young lady on a show that appears on his network seems to have borrowed a very popular Queen radio catchphrase. Puff, who representing you these days, child? I got my stuff drafted in my head, B. Young Miami talking about you getting into some things, child." Anyways, so, and as you can see, Nicki was using the laughing, crying emoji. So the tone of it was lighthearted, but Nicki was also being direct. And I do think she was partially being a little serious as well, but for the most part, she was joking. And Nicki does something that 50 Cent does. She purposely stirs up controversy because she's trying to promote something. Okay, so this is her tactic. And I think she wanted that interaction with Young Miami just to get people talking. And it worked because Nicki started trending on Twitter. Now, after she added Young Miami responded and said, "Nicki, what is really the problem? Because I definitely didn't get that from you, LOL. Let's get into some things, child, actually is a gay slang. Laughing my tail off." Nicki said, "Carisha, now you know good and well gay slang is the first go-to nowadays. Let's discuss it on Queen Radio, child. If not, I'm hitting Puff right now. You know he used to manage me, right? Now it's my man, my man, my man, my man. Puff, what up? Hit my line, child." So this was the tactic Nicki was trying to use. She wants Young Miami to be on her Queen Radio show, which is why she plugged it. Nicki is always going to manage to promote something in the midst of some controversy. So this is her tactic. Young Miami replied and said, "Yeah, I'm on my way to his house. I'm finna call you when I get there." So Young Miami was playing along too. I think she realized, okay, Nicki is joking, so she started playing too. Nicki put up a poll, and in her caption, she said, talking about gay slang, "Carisha, please, let's ask the gays, Miss B." And Young Miami said, "Bring me on Queen Radio. I'm ready when you are, Miss B." And then she said, stops typewriter, looks at the first legal draft, rips it up. Here's Puff desperately calling my line. Don't answer. Gets my questions ready for Miss Carisha. So you see, Nicki is ready for Young Miami to come on her show. Young Miami replied and said, "Desperately? It's never given that, Nicki." Laughing, crying emoji. Let's be for real. Nicki did end up liking a tweet saying that she was just joking around with Young Miami, so it wasn't serious on her end, and I don't believe it was serious on Young Miami's end. Even though it appeared like there was something at first, Young Miami seemed to be taken aback that Nicki called her out. And while I think Nicki was being partially serious at first, I think she just wanted to interact with Young Miami. Young Miami has one of the hottest podcasts out right now, and Nicki is about to drop her new album soon. So I think during her promo run, she would like to go on Carisha Please. So all of this is promotion and marketing. I could see Nicki going on Carisha Please, and I could see Young Miami going on Queen Radio. It's going to be an even swap, and they both are going to benefit from this. So false alarm, there is no feud. They were being playful. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.